like nowadays with social media that men kind of like try to like just tone it down. I also think it's because right now you have a lot more single women raising their boys than you do with a two-parent household.
I blame it on how the kids are raised. Period. And, yeah, they're raising weak ass kids that they the hell out of. That's right. And then they put them in society, and society whoop their ass. You know, I mean, the mama just pampered the damn boy, damn near till he in his 20s. You know, so then he got to get put out of society. Grown ass men, they got family and business to handle. We all competing for the same dollar. It's only worth so much dollar right here. So they end up basically getting laid up. Then they end up just shooting for the easiest route.
So, in my opinion, what's really going on right now, a lot of people haven't read the Willie Lynch. I think every black hole in America should read the Willie Lynch. It is designed for our black men to be weak. First of all, they started with our black women. So if you can get the black woman, then you got the black man. So what's happening is you got the black woman, and what they did was they got the black woman to marry a black man. They got the black man and the black woman to have black children. And what they did was they take the black man away from the black woman, and now she's sat there to raise the children while the black man is gone. So now she builds this sense of independency, feeling like she doesn't need the black man, which is designed to projects. So you have your black woman there, they take the black man, so you got your white daddy, which is the government that takes care of you. He give you food stamps, he give you a place to stay, and you feel like, now, I don't need the black man. You only need him for certain little things. So we have to watch as a woman how it was put out. And what the Willie Lynch is about is that they set it up, and it's designed the same way they did with horses. So they take the female horse and they teach the female horse to actually be okay with them. They feed the female horse the hay out of their hands, so they take them away from their comfort zone of actually doing it themselves, so they make you feel like you need them. So they teach, you feed the female horse with your hands, so she teaches her the baby horse, feed the baby horse out of, they feed the baby horse the same way they do the female, so she teaches the baby horse that it's okay to eat out the hands of, the whoever the owner is or whatever. It's a slave mentality, the same way like the woman. Teach the woman that it's okay. It's a comfortable thing, and you teach your kids the same thing. So what it is that the black woman, we're teaching our young men that it's okay, basically not to respect the grown man that's in the household, which is called their dad, because a lot of these black women are basically running their households. And I didn't realize that so much until like COVID. Like I already seen it, but COVID just told it all. When a man was like, I can't come and get a haircut because my wife won't let me come get out the house. Like she said, we can't leave out the house because we might bring back COVID. Shoot, I'm sleeping on the couch with her. Who in the world is running these households?
The thing of it is it's like this. You don't answer your own question. If number one, if you a real man, not a weak ass man, a woman ain't saying run the damn house. Mm-hmm. Okay, and number two, you right with the modern day. The product is the modern day plantation. Mm-hmm. Okay, and this is the way it's set up. A woman comes there, and they find out she got a husband. This lady over there paying $200. Now y'all paying $700. Mm-hmm. So in order for her to get $200 rent, she got to put that nigga out.
Come on.
Okay? In order for her to get food stamps, y'all income got to go down.
Yeah.
So she got to put that nigga out.
Yeah.
Okay, so all thing I need you for
And they can say it. Now they don't even need to go, they can buy toys. Or you got people with the mentality of a man, a woman is better than a man.
Yeah.
So and then you got a little boy in the house, and you want to know where the weak ass come from because he has seen the mother demasculate the dad.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, but is it always because of what we've seen in the household? Like, what about, because I know you said like you're a 70s baby, but what about these babies that are born out in the 90s who don't have that parent household?
But it's your foundation. Okay, it's like if you build a house. If you don't pour the foundation right, the house ain't never be balanced.
Yeah.
It's like if you plant a tree, a seedling on the side of the house. They got a piece here and a piece there so it can grow straight up in there with straight. But if you got one, it's going to lean this way. It's going to lean to whatever is in the household. So if you got a little boy that's in the household with a woman, his mentality is going to be as his mama. He going to pop his lips. He going to catch your attitude. That's what they say the bitch ass is come from. Yeah, with your bitch ass. You act like a bitch. But if a dad in the household, he used to hear the lion roar. So he understands that a man takes care of his household.
Okay, but I just want to contradict you because she stated, Kiana stated here that she has male clients who are coming into the barbershop who stated, I couldn't come in because my wife. So I'm just asking you, if you got a two-party household, but mama seems to run it, and then how is the man gonna roar if she's running?
Number one, the man need to be number one. Ain't no, that's why they call the lion the king of the jungle. Ain't no real man finna let a woman tell you nothing. Here, you not finna tell me what to do on my roof. I don't care if you make $10 more than me. I'm still the man. Cause guess what? Somebody come through that door, I guarantee you she gonna jump in front of him. She gonna put somebody there better get it. I thought you was running the household. Now you running from me. Here you go. But see, the thing about it is, a woman wants to put the crown on her head until it's time. And when it's time, put the crown on her head and really stand up there. Because let me ask you a question. If they say, we're going out here to pick jobs, you can either lay bricks or you can be in here doing paperwork. Which one you going to
do? I'm going to do the bricks.
Ain't right.
This is why I'm going to do the bricks, though. I'm going to do the bricks because I personally don't see myself settling down. So I need the income to sustain my household.
Okay, you are one out of a million. Because any other woman going to say, it's just the way the world is made. Go out to a construction site. Show me how many women you see. Go into Wells Fargo where he added computers. Show me how many women inside there.
No. So what about the ladies? I'm just asking, what about the ladies when you're driving down the road and they're right here working for, I guess, the city of Charlotte? Like, these are the ladies that's sitting out there that's working.
How many you see? How many men you see?
I see more. Okay, I do, Mr. Hall. I do see more men than women, but then what happened to that happy wife, happy life? Is that
I talk too much, but happy wife, happy life. At the end of the day, we're in this house together. It's not going to always be good. But what do you mean? What about my damn feelings?
Yeah.
It's 50-50. I want to be happy like she do. Why talking to be happy?
Well, you should go on the last podcast we had 3 weeks ago. You missed out.
But I'm saying to you, at the end of the day, I was born in the 70s. And if you go back and look in a book, you go to the restaurant. When we was coming up, you see mom, daddy, and kids. Yeah. Now you go in the restaurant, what you see? Mama, grandma, and some little boys. But the world made it to where they just like demasculated the black man. You go in the restaurant, you see Hispanic family. Yeah. All of them sitting there, the daddy telling them to sit down on the list, and they get everybody. You see, the thing over here, I hate to say it, I love my black women, but some of y'all just take this one woman strong, I don't need a man, and this, that, and the third, and y'all, I mean, some women have messed up the black.
Well, like I said, it's the zone. It's definitely really designed, and that's why I'm saying we need to go back and read the Willie Lynch, because it was designed perfectly. It is genius. They separate us through distrust, envy. Come on, like all we gotta do is be against each other. Then they started putting their white blood inside of us, so that some of us would have straighter hair, and we don't get it. Coarse hair. You take some, you put some in the house, you leave some out. I mean, yeah.
It comes down to even, because we jumping in and talking, right?
Yeah.
It comes down to even in, look at, I'm a football coach. And I got kids in the NFL. I got kids all over, play basketball in Europe. And it gets down to the reason, like HBCUs. Sometimes people say, I go to this college. Oh, you go to so-and-so. But if you go to NC State, oh, yeah, he go to NC State. Like he got mad at Deion Sanders when he got that boy at Jackson State. Yeah. Well, he had to pay him to get him there. Why? Because you know what? Back in the day, black colleges were better than white colleges. But they start taking all our superior athletes and putting them in their college.
Give them a little bit of money. And,
right. Yeah. And they make their facilities better. And then we don't get the same resources because they don't give white colleges 30 million when they give us 5 million. Mm-hmm. See, it's all about the color and like you said, the syndrome. Yeah. They would take a black man back in the day in front of his family, pull him outside, and the man, one of the men, bend him over and have sex with him in front of everybody. And humiliate him in front of his wife. And the wife will hold her head down.
Yep. And so when you got a black son looking at his black daddy, first of all, back in the day, they would show his the black son and the black mama, they would whip him.
Yeah.
You know, in front of the son and you the great. And now they're still doing it to him now. So why I say the black man is weak is because you got your little son watching his black daddy get his ass whooped. Not only then, but he getting his ass whooped right now. He not creating and doing his own job. You don't see too many people that's out here being a Warren and being a Jason and being like my husband. They're creating their own jobs, have their own businesses, making their own money. If you're not a black man right now that's creating your own job and making your own money, you're working for the white man. And you have no say-so. You need to create and teach your kids to create because that's what they want us to do. They want us to have a job. You're a Job. That's in the Bible. That's what jobs came from. You're a Job. So you want to create your own thing.
It's good to create your own thing, but every day you ain't a goddamn boss.
I was just,
you know, I mean,
right.
For everybody.
I was just,
right. You got to be a special breed to do it. Now.
But why?
They don't even want to follow their dream.
Why? Why ain't every man a boss?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's the mentality. I mean,
right. You got to be.
Everybody just gonna wake up and.
How do you create? How do you create boss?
Once again, do you create it because leaders ain't born? Leaders are born, not made.
Come on.
You come out the vagina who you are. You look at your mother, your father, somebody around you instilled those values, whether it's the nigga on the corner that you say I want to be just like him. Because somewhere in the car, somewhere, when you roll up to the red light and a man standing out there with a sign saying, I work for food, there's a kid in the car somewhere say, I want to be just like him when I grow up. I mean, everybody outlined something. I want to be just like him. I want to stand next to the store like Omo and beg for change.
This motherfucker get money every time they put a back line.
Right. So come on. What? And he ain't saying no other man doing nothing different. But what about
and then mom, now check this out. This is what you need. Mom goes out. Shit over 5 good niggas to get to a bring him home, drop him off, and put him in the house where they got their kids.
That's not ridiculous.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm saying that. We know about the I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, once again, you got a woman that's bringing a man into the house that ain't hitting on nothing. Bringing him into her kid's world. Yes. And you bring a piece of dog shit in the house. And then the little boy got looking at this piece of dog shit, well, he landed on my mama, I'm going to go find a woman and lay him on the way for them shit.
See, the only is because they're not taught just by you telling them they looking, everything they're learning more of what they see than what you are.
You get up every day, he get up every day. I don't know what you do, but I'm sure you get up every day. And he get up every day. But your kids see her mama or daddy get up every day. They got a service they can provide. If they service they win, they go get a job somewhere until that hustle kick back in. Like I tell anybody, I'm a natural born hustler. When the grind stop, I got enough. We got different avenues of making money. We might sell shoes. We might sell weed. We might sell dogs. But you got a hustle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you don't instill the values, like I got daughters to see their daddy get up to go get it every day. So they ain't finna bring no goddamn sorry nigga around me. But they know that shit. Now, you know.
Okay, so this is just what I'm just thinking about. But what happens when you have, like, kind of like what Jason said with the mentality, what about when you have the young boy who has the mama and the daddy, hustlers, and it's just not in him? How do you then make that child into a hustler if it's not into him?
I can't always have a young fucking age.
I disagree.
It's in you. 14. My mama cut my ass off. Financially, period. She brought me shit like all that shit you want from school. You want to look fly next year. Your shoes, your book bag, your clothes, your drawers. I ain't buying none of that shit. She said, I buy your school stuff. Ever since then, I've been on my fucking own. I pay for my own gas, my own fucking insurance. They put me off of their AAA. All that. It was an eye-opening experience because he took me in there. I thought this was back before GPS.
Right.
So I get the fucking map.
Right. You got to look. You got to know how to read the map.
You gotta do that. Come on. They are dependents. All of these kids now are dependents.
Right.
They're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, still dependent. Like, shouldn't no grown-ass man be a dependent? At some point of time in the 70s and up before that, your child, you either had military or you was doing like now you're 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds at home. You are weak. If you're a man that's 60 years old, or shoot, if you ain't 18 and you not out the house right now, I mean, maybe that's what
I ain't raising these motherfuckers.
Huh?
I mean, so if your kid ain't getting no shit, I mean, oftentimes, yeah, you can raise a kid. And they can get so far easily distracted.
Right,
you know, right. And, you know, sometimes they stray off.
Right.
But majority of them, y'all raise this shit.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times it happens because, you know, dealing with the mom, the dad don't have access to the kid probably. The shit is already fucked up. It's
explain something to you. See, that is the mentality that Methodists have for our young men up. Because it's not about the child no more. It's about the woman's feelings.
I agree.
Okay, so at the end of the day, if the man, look, man, it don't matter where he's slamming some wood at. He gonna raise that boy and make him a man. But a woman will come in and see you doing right and disvalue it just to prove her point. She will turn your child against you. And that's another way a man get weak, because the mama come in and turn that child against the daddy and say, call him a sperm donor. That nigga ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. But let's be for real. Your mama wasn't shit no way. She was goddamn jump off, and I was hitting her ass in the car and put her out of the car. She told me she was on birth control. Hell, I ain't know the bitch for it. I mean, so now she know I was scared my mom and my going too far. I mean, so the woman don't tell the truth. Because every child look at their mama like she's a queen. But that man know.
He knows the truth.
And I think and I think a lot of times during these situations, like, it shouldn't be your personal your personal things. If you're the daddy and you're the mama, What happens is, as a mom, you can't raise a boy to be a man. I'm just sorry. Can't no woman raise no boy to be a man. He has to actually visually see. And I ain't saying that it actually has to be his daddy. Sometimes it may be the granddaddy. Sometimes it may be some man, the coach, or somebody, the uncle. Whoever it is, as long as they are a strong male. Because what they're doing is you got this every other weekend stuff going on, and can't no man raise his child every other weekend. That is out the door. That is not enough time for no child to be being raised as far as being a man. You can't do it every other weekend. The compromise is let that man see his child.
What I'm asking is this right here. So if you got every other weekend, it's because we've come up with an agreement.
No, you didn't. The court system can't do that.
Okay, so not all court systems.
It's a learned behavior. They hear it in the system. They don't heard so many other people say it, so now we agree to it. It is not something that a black man has come up with.
Right.
He knows that because he see it, because he don't heard other friends went through it, so he like,
I don't know no black man that.
Okay, so we got a comment. Okay, we're gonna ignore that comment.
What's coming?
I don't think that's for us.
Oh.
Oh, that's not for us.
But the thing about it is a woman starts to be demonic. She starts to use everything she got to hurt that man. And she know the one thing you love. The one, see, this is the reason why I can't stand a person that does something because they can. Not because they got to, because they can't. I'm going to hurt you. You want to see your son. Since you don't want to be with me, you ain't going to see your son.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna
Go downtown and you got a child on you. Then after I do that, can I see my son? You'll see him when I want you to see him. That's that bitch you with the have a child.
But every woman's not like that.
In this learned behavior,
The guy think with your emotions, man.
I mean, I work in a barber shop and I've been working in cutting hair for 23 years. I've seen too many men going through the same thing. The first I used to be like, man, these weak ass men ain't taking care of their kids. But why every black man is going through the court system got somebody judging when they can see their child and when they can't see their child? And then you got other black women that's out here that's trying to push a child on the man. He don't want to see it, but then the good daddies can't even raise and see their kids.
So what's the common balance to that?
It ain't no balance.
The thing is that you have
man that need a fucking ass.
yeah.
Hell,
That's exactly what
the white man, for one, you should already know he gonna kill your guy. He wanna kill your baby. He'll never let you.
Right.
But that's the first motherfucker you call. The guy then come save your ass, and he come clear up your motherfucking family.
Right.
And you be like, well, you know, whatever he decide.
That's right.
So we get to the point.
They care about the money and female more than anything.
Yeah, they can't even co-parent because white man got your ass out because hell, if y'all right at odds, it's not gonna benefit you that much financially.
Right.
But you don't want to fucking goddamn co-parent, pay every fucking thing down the middle. You know, I mean, that's a fucking problem. You don't want to have goddamn fucking problem.
Yeah. The thing,
It ain't just your child.
the whole, yeah.
No, okay, I'm just gonna say this right here. I understand when you guys are coming back with like the white man and stuff, but can we also take into consideration?
That's
Like,
about the white man.
no, I'm talking about the government and stuff like that. So, but can we also look in consideration of like, what about the grandmothers and the aunts and stuff? So you have the people chiming into your ear. Because sometimes it's the inner circle.
Are you talking about it's the black woman?
Yeah, sometimes it's the inner circle that's chiming in.
That's why I say you got to break that generation.
This is why you start your own fucking family.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta break the goddamn bullshit chain. You know you bring some bullshit.
Yeah.
You start your own family and you start.
You didn't need him to make it. Why you didn't need him to make it?
Yes.
Why you didn't need when we got together, your mom and your aunt, nobody was telling you how to move your hips. But now all of a sudden you have to tell you what you need to do.
Fuck.
Because we're going back to the generation. We're going back to like what you kind of stated earlier. We're going back to like the woman wears the crown, she's the queen. So we're taking it back to, well, Granny, no, Sherry been there, done that. That's big mama.
No, Big Mama had a husband at list.
Come on.
Okay, see, once again, we get back to when I was born. Mama ain't said nothing. They come to the door with his blue pants on, been working with his belt hanging and belt out. He said what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
That was it.
Well,
And I'm not going to need one. It's my goddamn house. Come on. Then you got them women. Oh, you ain't going to tell me what to do.
yeah.
Now they go down there and get the daddy took out the house. Now the little boy run up in her face trying to cuss her out and smack her. You need to come here.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
This boy got been bringing 16. Now you want me to come ready undo all the mess you did.
It's too late. You know, ain't the motherfucker already.
It's the same. Like I said, I can look at what
You ready?
I look at young
Asshole.
and I can honestly say when I look at that, or maybe it's called black love. It is a balance. And sometimes a mom got, like back in the day in Africa, if the boy got to a certain age, guess what they did? Took him from his mom.
You don't need to be around that shit.
No. And what do they tell you? After you get a certain age, what you don't just roll in front of your boy, right? Because he'll look at you.
Yeah.
You look at that shit.
He look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say that like that?
Because he's becoming a man.
Yes.
He is at a point in time when he ain't a little boy no more.
But see, you had to have somebody there to feel it. Because I'm gonna say right now, they are definitely watching. Your son either gonna be the best darn drug dealer because that's what he been watching. So he's gonna do that. That's what he's gonna do. If he's been watching that, that's exactly what he's gonna do. If you are creative and you out there designing and creating, that's what he's gonna do because you have grabbed you by the hand, and if you HVAC, took your son, show him what you do, if you cut hair, and that's what you want to do, he's watching. So your child is visually watching you each and every day. So for the mamas that's thinking that every other weekend stuff is okay, it's not okay because it is not enough time.
Okay, so we have a comment. The system created by the white courts to keep us unbalanced has always worked. Until united we stand, divided we fall, true saying.
What?
The system created by the white courts to keep us unbalanced has always worked.
Yes.
That's basically agreeing with what you guys are saying. United we stand, divided we fall, true saying. So this comment is basically going back to what you're saying.
The system is working, and that's the Willie Lynch. It said if they can have us doing these things, we can work over 300 years. And basically, yes. What our black men gotta understand is united we stand. Right. And if we want to be individually doing our own little things, divided we gonna fall. Right. If we can't stand together and see this as one, we gonna fall. And I think that a lot of it is falling on the black woman had to give some understanding to what has been designed so that she would treat her black man different, so that she would look at him different. You got black men that's gonna went out there to work, come home, don't nobody get up and speak.
Right.
Like, what the heck is wrong with our household?
Okay, but then you also have like in Charlotte where there's more men than women, so basically there's a deficit. And what I'm saying, Charlotte, like truly, but there's a saying because I was like recently reading something where a man can almost choose he has almost 5 women to 1 man. So it's more women than men. So so we got another comment we're gonna acknowledge. And what I'm trying to say is that if we have all these black women who have these kids, but then if the black men is either incarcerated or deceased, can't be around their kids, those are some stipulations that could cause for this child to be weak, because not everybody has a 2-parent household. And sometimes that 2-parent household is not, that lack of a 2-parent household is not because mama decided, like, I don't need a man. What about if he's out here trying to provide and now he gets locked up and now he's serving? Like, he's incarcerated now for, like, whatever time period.
Well, most of the time he's only incarcerated because of what you have created. First of all, you don't push his black daddy away.
No, not always. You do, because you do have some black men.
Most of the time you have pushed his black daddy away because he is coming from the beginning. It's coming from when he is a raw child. So now that boy has become a daddy too. Then that, see, it all works. It's a cycle. So that boy, so the same way you was talking about your grandma and then your mama and then you're following what they have done. You have to break those chains and do something different. You have to learn to unlearn to relearn. So we got to start doing different.
But I get that part. I actually get that. But it also goes back to like what Jason was saying, and like how if you or either Jason or Mr. Hall, and if you sitting here looking at that sign and it says I will work for free and you inspired to be that, if you got that drug dealer that's on the corner and that little boy is looking like, oh, that's where I want to be, and he mimics that, and now he's out here trying to sell drugs and stuff to feed his family, then he gets locked up.
He's only mimicking that because he has.
See, this is where my work comes in.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to
Tell us what the work is.
my work is, what I do is I deal with at-risk kids. I deal with kids that out here in the streets selling drugs, doing what they do. I deal with kids that done been in and out of jail, the penitentiary, the system. And what I tell them is this here. See, what you have to understand is, if you got a kid that sells dope, drugs, anything, if that is a mathematician, that's an accountant, because he keep numbers with it. So what you have to do is tell him, listen, I see what you're doing. Let's take that same mind mentality you got. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with you selling dope, because one time I had to face it down to around my life. Okay? So I let him know that I know what you do. But I also, with them, you get to build them, the tell down, you got to build them up. So once you build them back up and let them know, hey, you keep doing it, you're going to jail. You know that, but I'm not saying you. But you take that man, that boy, he's a mathematician. Let's go over here and get you interested in being an accountant. Because one thing about them, they're running a business. It might not be legal, but they got a business mind. And if you take that same mindset and make them feel happy, because one thing, the reason why a person sells dope, you know the reason why?
No.
It ain't for the money. We don't sell dope for money. We sell it for the fame. Somebody call me a name.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody call me a name. I want to be somebody. Because I was a little nappy head boy, like Tupac say, now I'm in there, I'm like, oh, he looks so good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be that dude. Because guess who his role model was? That nigga when they got them Mustang with them hammers on. With the rim, jean, bunny, or something. Yeah. Bomb. You know what I'm saying? Or we like him, I want that chain like he got that horsepower on. He walk out the house, everybody call his thing. I want to be like him. Because that's the only daddy I know. Mm-hmm. And guess what? When I walked out there to him, guess what he always did? He can go up and get some shit. So guess what you do? That's the only daddy I know. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now that's that part.
Yes.
What is bad to do? Yeah, this is all my mama said. This is the man on the street. He showed me that's my block.
Yeah.
So it's like the man that's out there with a sign. Should he making money that way? Hell, I ain't got no saying I hear the sign.
But hold on. So we got 4 comments by the same person. She's correct that children mimic parents and family members beyond what is already in their DNA. Whoever is in their closest circle.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the women are initially attracted to the same type of men.
Mm-hmm.
So a small group of men are sleeping with most of the women. So that man sees flourish. So then it becomes an issue of choosing a man that will stick around or having the kitty cat talk to you. Knowing the guy won't stick around. But that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
What's the key?
Yeah.
You have a JJ.
Yeah.
Huh?
You have a JJ.
What you mean to talk to?
Yeah. She gets over her time. She needs
So
to
she been
stay.
giving it up so she has something.
Yeah, so she
Just want
somebody with number one, now you got a woman with low self-esteem.
Yeah.
She got low self-esteem and she's showing her son, she's instilling yourself in the thing.
And let me ask something, because I had a girl tell me that she wants her baby daddy to be around now, but in the beginning, she said she knows she was wrong and she kind of pushed him away.
Mm-hmm.
So as a black man, what are some things that a black woman, once she pushes the black daddy away, what is it to turn him back around? Like he said, he was trying to be in the boy life, and now she wants him to be in the child life, and he kind of like standoffish, like, you know, he'll buy him stuff for every once in a while, but he kind of standoffish. So once you don't put your life,
If you on child support.
no, she said not on child support. They buy the kids some things, but I mean, I feel.
I mean, because like with me,
Just
I mean, like with me, and I know I don't know you, but I'm pretty sure that you're standing the guy. With me, I was raised in a broken home. My mama left when I was in the third grade. So I always knew what I wanted for my kids. And I've seen that if we need to go to bed and wake up, we can make it better. You know, and me and my wife been together 30 years. It ain't been easy 30, but you know, I got kids from the age of 30 to 10. And all about the same woman. But, you know, it just, when you tell your child away and a woman do evil, vindictive shit, it's hard to see her for being anything but the money. Cause when you see a grown man cry, if you ever heard a grown man cry, that's a sound you don't want to hear. You know, because you never hear a grown man cry but when you do hear a grown man cry, that tears you apart. And all you got is yourself. And this woman told me, when a woman tell me down, you ain't want to feel that no more, so I'm good.
How can she redeem herself?
It ain't gonna redeem you when you hurt a man. When you bring tears out of me.
So what you're saying is that, I mean, there's no way of coming back.
There's certain things you can't come back from. I'm sorry. I mean, in my world now, speaking of my manhood.
at this point, they using the damn kids.
Yeah.
They're evil. That's the one thing that
You need a
a
mom.
man would want to gravitate to, but on the other hand,
I know.
attached with his mom. So, you know, it's like, is it going to be more static?
Right.
Lord knows I don't want to get a fucking pregnant again.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
how would that fucking go? So it's like,
You don't know it no more.
yeah, I mean,
So you can't redeem yourself.
but see, you literally fucked up everything.
And you don't know what number. See, that's the thing about
You
it.
can just start blaming you family or you can't start a family and just flip the shit off.
Like it's a but we gonna be all right.
But then you want to flip that motherfucker back.
Right. And bring it mind bullshit. That's how people get killed.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. So taking it away from the woman, what about social media and what you're seeing portrayed on social media? And what I'm asking is, like when we had Cam Newton here, and Cam was going online, and like when prom season came out, you saw more boys coming out now with the shorts, the short pants and the loafers.
See, I don't even understand that.
So that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, see, once again, I was born in the 70s. Number one, look, I don't even understand. They go to the hotel with a bunch of boys with a video game. I don't understand that. I don't understand you going to the prom with a bunch of men. I mean, it's generational. I do not understand. I don't understand.
So a lot of things down there.
That shit was alright. That's what happened.
It's not about the parents, so I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah, we get both of us people down.
But this is what I'm saying though. If you basically don't want to hear that kid keep, and I understand like it is about the parents. No, just listen to me. No, think about what you said. You said if he's 15 or 16, daddy's gone, and now you bucking up at mama, and you like, come get your kid. Remember you said that?
Time out. Let's stop right here. Let's get you here. Daddy was there. Mama don't want him there.
I get that.
You can't have both ways.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to have it. So this is what I'm trying to say. Mama's home by herself raising the kids. I get that part. Daddy's off being alone a truck. We don't know what daddy is. Daddy's just not here. Daddy's not here. Daddy could be a long distance truck driver. Daddy's not here now. So if daddy's not being, well, I'm gonna bring that up too. We only got like 15 minutes. But if daddy's not here now, and this kid is only going towards what's on TV, what's on Instagram, what's on social media, and now this kid is trying to imitate art, and if art is we're gonna wear these little short pants with loafers and no socks, and we're gonna put on overalls with hats and scarves and stuff. Cause no, those are some. I'm not knocking Cam Newton, but those are some of his outfits.
But they might want to start driving locally, because that nigga need to be at home.
Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna say it to you like this, because I got a son that went to Northwest School of the Arts, and he dressed the way he dressed, but he really, he take care of son, all that. So, I mean, your dress, your attire has nothing to do with the person that you are. I might dress one, he got on shorts, I don't wear shorts. That don't mean he ain't a real brother. We're talking about what you display. Because the way Cam Newton dressed because he's eccentric. He does stuff for attention.
But and I get that, but what I'm saying is, if you have somebody who's dressing for attention, but you have a kid who doesn't have a father at home, and this kid is looking like, this is that football player, and I want to be like that football player. And then you do have some music stars that's basically like, fuck this, fuck that, and whatnot. And you have some of those that are like, literally like disrespecting, like, you don't need X, Y, Z. You do have some social media that is making those influence to these young kids. Like, how do you bounce back from that? Like, you have some kids.
Well, what I say is, I live with kids, and I hope I ain't taking over. But the thing about it is,
It's okay, this your show.
Oh, okay, well, I'll do that. The thing about it is like, he's a mentor. You like to say, you get mentors in their life. You can only tell the kid, hey, I wouldn't do this. But I'm not going to, like you say, you can't tear them down, because the mind is still maturing. Like when we was, back in that day, we had big pants and Timberland boots, you know. People like, you going to slap a Joe at the feet because you got your boots tied. Okay? But it was a phase we went through. And once you get through that phase, like they say, as a child, you do childish things. When you get to a certain age, you put up your toys and become a man. And it's all about mature. And it's somewhere along the line. If that woman allows some male figure to be in that child's life, that child will mature. But it's a lot of women are so selfish, because that's the only, they want their little boy to be their man, because they never gonna find a man. So they use their son as their man, and they love him and they rub him, and they don't want to worry if something go wrong, don't do this. He ain't got to get up. She fixing his food. She doing this. And she did after him. And that's where the weakness come from. Because the mama don't want that boy to be self-sufficient. Yeah. She ain't teaching them to fish, she's giving them a fish. Yeah. And I don't parents follow the fish like you say. Yeah. I'm giving you a raw and real, like you said. I ain't doing to go fish. Yeah. But if you gonna give them a fish, you gonna eat that on that home. Right. You gonna be there forever.
Shit happened to you.
Yeah, you know, because the family is set up to give you prime example. When you watch an Animal Channel, you got the lions. After the boys get a certain age, what the daddy do? Run off. You got to go. If you don't show up and get it's dead. I don't know. You're not going to get another. You're going to get no man. You got to go fight and take over somebody else. But y'all don't push him up. Yep. He ain't got to go. He can lay it up. Yep.
And it works both ways, even with men and their dogs. It's the same way. You got to. I actually experienced this. I was doing some work for a man. And he was older man. He was about in the 70s. He looked at me. He was acting like he was trying to pitch his daughter to me, but he was like, you know, I always told my daughter she can stay here as long as she wants. That man looked at me and he was like, she never left. She's fucking like 50, damn near 50 years old.
But I think it's different. I think it's different with girls. I mean,
like 50 years old?
Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, I think
begging for somebody to just come.
Yeah, daughters, and like I say, I'm partial.
But you're not going to raise them to stay.
No, you need to leave. Yeah. I want you to go in there, like, anywhere you can. But you got to go, you got to go fence line.
You got to train that bird to leave the net.
You know, man, somebody smacking my dog on the rump and doing the wild thing, but
I mean, it's very true you're going to come from.
That's right, but then I got the last.
And this is where we are. This goddamn heat.
I know, but it is not my daughter, goddamn.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and give our closing remarks. We're gonna have to let everybody close out with their remarks and try to give some type of solution on what we need to do to, change the situation. And basically, our men need to be stronger. So we're gonna start with you.
Well, the mouth of the South, I know I took over the thing and I do apologize. But I just think basically, as a mother and a father, if we cannot get along, we can get along for the kid. We need to stop this co-parenting thing. We just need to bring them up with a strong foundation and allow a father to be a father where he's in the house and not in the house. And allow, respect boundaries, because there's no boundaries now. A woman wants to be a woman and a woman wants to be a man. There's got to be a line sitting there, Mason-Dixon line. There's got to be Georgia and Florida line. If it's time for the father to step in, let the father do his thing. And 9 times out of 10, the father don't step in the mother's lane. It's always the mother that steps in the father's lane. And I just think if we just get back to the 50-50, traditional set, we sit down long Sundays, just go back to the simple life.
Yeah.
I think everything will be good. Just keep it simple and I just think we just need to learn to just love looking at the sky and get back to this simple stuff.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, sir?
We have a comment. Okay. The logic and discipline to a man level, a woman cannot provide. She provides nurturing, caring, and emotion, no matter how hard she acts.
That's right. True. That's true. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
We've been speaking on that.
Yeah. So what do you have to say? What do you think?
Okay, Michelle. I'm biased on so many different levels. Like, I'm biased because of the fact, I know that we're talking about having a man and a woman back in the household, but what happens when that woman decides that, hey, I want to do artificial insemination and I want to have this kid. And I know, but that does occur. What happens with, for whatever reason, the father is incarcerated, he's locked up, and he's not in the home now.
We add solutions to that.
I know, but then the thing about it,
role models to be able to be in it.
But it's up to her.
She got to be.
Uncles can't come take their nephew and niece.
I see what she could. See, the thing about it is, I think she making a comment and we shouldn't be talking to her, but y'all don't. I see where you come from. And I respect because you coming from a world of a different thought process. Mm-hmm. And I respect your thoughts. I don't think I could ever understand them, but I respect your thoughts because you're more a millennium thinker and how things going on this day and time. And I'm stuck in the old school world and just ain't trying to hear it.
Yeah.
But I respect you because you're the type of person that will work with a child and understand. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
And thank you, but that's just what I'm trying to say. Because I know that we want that 2-parent household. I know we want that.
But we got to see that it's designed for us to want to accept what they're putting in front of us. They're putting the world is putting, because, and I'm saying the world because I'm talking about the ones that put the stuff on the TV, the ones that put the stuff on the radio. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't broken in our great-great-grandparents' days. They owned land, they raised families, they had 15, 16, 20 kids, and it worked because they was able to go out there, they grew their own food, and they provided for their kids and had their own jobs, and they raised their family. It was mama, daddy, and if you had kids on down the road, they still raised them too, and still was a family.
Right.
So we're trying to get away from that because they knew that was what made them strong, and they stayed together.
Right.
So the world is trying to get us away from our traditional and bring us into this new generational stuff and make us think that it's okay. Mm-hmm. That is one of the reasons why we are so weak, and we're going to get weaker. It's designed for us to stay in this.
But every generation gets weaker and wiser.
Wiser, come on.
No, I'm just saying,
This is the problem. No, this is not why. You can Google anything, but that don't make you strong.
It doesn't make you weak. That's what makes you weak. Come on, look what we got.
You know the crazy part about it is, they don't even know how to, they can't even go to closing because they don't even teach in cursive writing anymore.
Shoot.
And I get that.
Look, not only that, but lose your damn phone and try to go across the world. What you gonna do? You don't even know how to pull up a map and go nowhere.
No, they don't.
Read it.
No.
Come on. We're getting away from things that has gotten us from point A to B.
And I'm agreeing with that.
But what that's a simple life. Like I said, but I don't say your thoughts because at the end of the day, we need sisters with your mindset because it keeps it keeps your thought process open, especially a person like me. So I won't get stuck over here in this rut when I'm dealing with kids. So now I know I got somebody I can call on like, hey, they need to talk to you because I've been just I can't help them.
Okay. More information is not wisdom. Every generation is weaker than the previous.
Thank you.
That's a comment.
But I understand, back in the day, we made car houses.
Yes.
We did hopscotch. We had a great time.
We went outside and played.
We used our mind. Now you ain't got to, you know, we have to knock on the door to get some twat. Now they send it through the phone. Cool. You know what they say? You ain't even got to knock on the door to get I'm going to get to be.
What you think, Jay? You got it correct.
I think, like I say, it started with how the parents raised them. It's been a lot of bullshit
Preach.
with them not, with women for some reason feeling that a male president isn't important.
Preach.
Especially up until the point that they need to want some shit fucking break or goddamn they need to do something. Cause you got, I mean, everything ain't a fiction, nigga.
No.
So, I don't hold shit against them. Everybody got their fucking fact.
Yeah.
You know, it's pure hell if we can't do something. What talk about?
I mean, but I think a line has to be drawn.
Thank you.
You got to play your fucking part. I'm gonna play my part.
There you go.
I let my wife, she did with the kids, the homeschooling and all that shit, and and when I feel shit getting out of hand, I step in. Pretty much like that. When the line got the fucking war, he got the war. Motherfuckers got damn hit the fucking line. But other than that, mama just in the kitchen just hooping hollering. Because, I mean, they love their mom. But when it comes down to it, mama's not like that. But for some fucking reason, this generation of women, as much as they love their fucking daddies, they think that it's not that important to their shit. So if most women would look at that, well, damn, I would hate it. Somebody would have took my fucking daddy away from me. Why would I do that shit to my fucking shit?
And
I think that shit is how I am.
I think I think it all the time.
So, there's a lot of shit, that's fucked up. And then you got the fucking old ass fucking men that just flat out just bitch ass niggas. You know what I mean? The fucking one.
81 years old.
Hey, it is what it is. But like I say, the woman, she just wants to overrun and overstep her boundaries and shit. I don't give a fuck how much money you make, how good your job is, what your position of your job is. You need to understand your position once you come fucking home. I don't give a fuck if you goddamn made 99% of goddamn money, right? You still need to understand your position when you come home.
So are you feeling the same type of way because of the last podcast?
You know what? And that is the whole problem of the world today. The minute a black man put his foot down, now you're an angry nigga, and you need to get out. I'm just telling you, this is big facts. And the biggest problem, I think, with any woman out here on this earth, the problem is They God blessing mother putting that BS in their head, the stuff that they wanted to do and they couldn't do it. Now they telling their daughter how to run the household and they couldn't even run their household that way.
See,
Okay.
I got family members.
Mm-hmm.
Got a family that got broke up at a young age. So my home, you know, I mean, man was a hell of a fucking provider. They can plenty of fucking money. Matter of fact, she was staying home with the fucking kids. But, you know, she felt that the grass was green on the fucking other side. Left with the fucking kids. Now the goddamn, all three of the goddamn kids is fucked up. You know, they all got their fucking issues, and it all comes some sort of somewhat daddy or man issue. So one ends up getting fucking married to it. Now the other one's the goddamn, she over there goddamn eating goddamn cat. And this motherfucking other one is goddamn hell. She like, I think I want to leave the fucking house, but I got the money to leave the house, but we all know that mentally she's not ready to fucking leave the house. But you know, it was just that the mama just basically, this is basically the working of the mama. You can do this on your own. But when society bites you in the ass, that's why the older woman got married, jumped on the military dick, riding the easy train. You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
easy.
Listen, when your husband's a fucking lieutenant, you're gonna be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Your life is a lot easier than just somebody just starting off in the fucking military. So, you know, especially if you have no other fucking goddamn anything off side.
Yeah.
So, you know, so like I say, the shit affects generations. So you got that generation basically fucked up. Hopefully they get their shit together within the next 15 to 20 years. But you understand, hell, they already think that they know what the fuck they doing now, and we all know that they fucking up. It'll be goddamn 15, 20 years before they realize how much they done fucked up. By then, the next generation will probably be installed on the same fucked up mentality.
I get it.
So, you know, I think it's a lot that needs to be fucking done in the black community, but it goes both ways with the women and the fucking men, you know, just knowing the fucking guts.
Every generation is weaker because under the bruise of wanting better, we remove certain trails that make us stronger.
I agree.
And Drexel says, preach. All right, so my closing comment is, I work in a barbershop. So my comments are coming from being a woman and working around men. I see a lot of women bringing their sons to the barbershop. And it ain't that the women don't have men to bring their child every time. That's not the case. I see men, they are in relationships and they may be husband and wife. And when a man brings his son to the barbershop and he has to say, let me call his mom to see how she wants his haircut, or let me call his mom because she may not want his hair cut down, and shoot, I don't deal with that. That ain't my thing. You are the man. That is your son. That is your thing. Like, when have we got away from this? I mean, the barbershop is the place where you're supposed to be strong at. The guys bring his son. They teach your son to come in. Y'all shoot that's y'all comfort zone. And there's so many men that is coming in there now that I hear that are so weak. You're picking your 7, 8-year-old son up to put him in a chair. At 3 years old, my daughter too, she climb up in that chair and she sit down by herself. So when you got a man bringing his 7, 8-year-old son in there and still lifting him up and putting him up in the chair, that is a problem. He should be learning certain things at a certain age, and you lifting him up now, you're gonna be still lifting him up when he's 20, 30 years old. Like, what is wrong with our men not raising their child to be a man? Like, come on. And it's coming from, like, you letting your woman dictate what's going on, not only in your household, but when you actually leave the household. So I agree when we're talking about putting your foot down. I think more black men that are in marriages, if you're not in a position to have your say so and able to tell your wife when to sit her ass down, and I'm not literally saying being mean to her and saying, don't sit your ass, I'm not saying it. I ain't saying be mean to her, but I'm saying you should be a man and be able to tell your woman when and where you need a God. You're a family. You got to be the king of your house. And if you're not in that position, y'all are in the wrong place. Y'all situation is already messed up. Y'all, it's not going to work. It ain't going to work. Your foundation is already weak and it's going to fall. The man has to be the man of the house and he has to be able to put his foot down. If you're not in that position, then that's what we weak at. I'm just sorry. That's why households are weak. The children are watching what's going on. So when a man is not putting his foot down and he watching mama cuss his daddy out and he going to tell mama, daddy did this and daddy said that, when he's able to do that, the household is already gone. It's lost. So on that note, I want y'all to all stand for something or you will fall for anything. Peace. Are we all?